Today I want to show you how you can improve some shrubs, specifically red osier dogwoods and willows, in creating a little bit better food and cover locations. This is an area where we already have these shrubs growing, but we're in here to show you how you can improve these spots to make them that much better. So how it lays out in here is this kind of comes out of the river bottom here and up into the hills to egg fields. And just on this other side of the tree line, we're going to have one of our bow hunting setups and having a small food plot hugging close to that cover up there. And this is a nice transition line of willows and dogwoods that come out to this giant patch of willows here in the oxbow of the river. So follow along as we go through here and show you some simple things you can do just to re-spark some new growth, add in the stem count, add the extra buds for food, and hopefully this summer and fall we're gonna just increase the usability of this habitat for deer a little bit more, so we can have a little bit more consistent bedding in this little oxbow. This is just a nice little line of willows coming up to the tree line here. So we're gonna start working our way along here, snipping these little willows along the way, doing the same thing to these red branches here. Those are your red osier dogwood. So as they nip those, you can even see where deer nip them, multiple stems come out. So great shrubs to have on your property. Here we go. Let's improve our habitat so we have better bedding, more food. Let's go. So this is kind of this little transition line going up to our hunting location. And I can even see where things have already been nipped before. And from those nipped locations, we've got multiple more stems coming up from there. So that's what we're trying to do, is we're gonna come in, cut these down low. One, to then spark regrowth down low, below this point on these. And you want to make sure there's some buds left below the cut. But these root systems in here, I think, are going to allow additional stems to come up as well. So we're gonna take this clump and kind of do some damage here. And you can see these young wisps. We're going to clip some of these in here. And what I'm trying to do is cut at different heights in here. You know, for the most part, we want to keep more cover down at deer height, but we are also working through high ground coming down into our hunting location. So I do like having that little different layers in there for cover. Could be even like thermal cover in for the winter and stuff, and having stuff overhead, but we just want to layer it in there. A lot of our cuts are going to be knee high or so, or lower. So as you can see, some of this stuff is getting really tall, which is great, but down here at deer level in these willows, there's not a lot going on. really, they're benefiting more from these little wisps here down at deer height. So great cover. Outside of it, we're gonna go nip it around, get some of that new growth coming up. They've got a place to bed in there, come out, feed, go back to bed, then come out, hit these food plots before dark come this fall. We'll come back during the spring, late spring, and hopefully show some results on what happened after we've done that small bit of cutting. But basically we cut a few hundred spots, and that little bedding area is going to get a little bit better. So I found a spot back in there that the beavers had been chewing on, so that'll be another spot I'm going to key in on and see after those beaver have chewed some of those willows down, did it spark some new growth. So stay tuned. We'll do a follow-up video hopefully in the spring. Beautiful day here in February. See you out on the land.